They wanna take me away.
Today we are spending a lovely little self-date day together because it's been a while since I've actually dedicated some time to myself, and so today we are going to spend the day doing some of my favorite things. So far this morning I have spent in bed with the cats and a coffee, and I've just had some toast. I'm feeling a bit more awake and ready to go. Quite crucially, if I'm ever like dedicating a day to myself, I like to make sure that I'm starting my day in a way that I don't feel like rushed or pressured to do anything. I think now that I've started working at the coffee shop on the weekends, I kind of struggle to make sure I do have like a day off. I think it's a bit of a slippery slope when you're self-employed to be constantly feeling like you need to do something. The way I would describe it is like when I used to be revising for like my exams and you take time off, I would always feel like I could be using those hours to work, or I could be using those hours to revise, and I used to find it really difficult to actually switch my brain off. But we're practicing that today. We are going to be going out and spending some nice time. It's also Valentine's Day coming up. So this video is to remind you to also make sure you're spending time to look after yourself too, and treating yourself as well as your friends and a lover if you have one, but I want you to make sure that you're also prioritizing yourself and self-care. That's the energy of the video today. We are practicing self-care. I haven't taken myself on like a self-date, like an active self-date in a long time, and we haven't been on a self-date together in a very long time either, so that's very fun. Unfortunately, we're not going to go really far. A couple years ago, I used to really make sure that these self-dates were like quite extravagant ones, going up to different places and things, which I do want to bring back, but I also want to just show how easy it is to go on a self-date. You don't even have to spend money, you know. I will be spending money because I want to thrift. I mean, I've got an itch. Got an itch to thrift. until. It's Meadow on the dance floor. This is so empty. We do have, I started my last video off like this, basically proclaiming that we do have white walls, but literally in front of me I have these two frames that Katie and I bought from charity shops. We are going to put them up here and here. I'm going to do that. Cute! Also, look how long my hair's got. It was up to my chin. I got it cut here. And now it's here. I love that. Anyway, time to get dressed. Okay, I'm all dressed and ready. And you can't see me. How cute. I got this skirt the other day from a charity shop, I will say, but I'm ready. I'm pretty. And it's time to go.
I've been getting high in my basement. Another day goes by where I don't say shit. I think I'm losing now. I've been flying high in my spaceship. Another sad song that's so basic. I think I'm losing now. Do you ever wanna heal? Do you ever wanna feel alright? Alright. Do you ever look for a distraction? Takes away the pain from all the sad shit. Do you ever?
Okay, I am back home. I have some serious hat hair. Popped in to my local cafe to pick up a pastry on my way home, because what is a self-love day without pastry? That's what I always say. I'm gonna show you what I got. I spent more money than I have. But obviously starting off, I got this massive like grey bag. This was partly so I could carry everything, partly because I've been looking for like a huge bag for a long time. And I thought this one was cute. It has little pom-poms on it. I have two things in here that I know I feel like are gonna be questionable decisions. The first one being these shorts. Okay, they're like really cute pattern on them. I don't know, I feel like I could make them work. The second questionable thing may be this. I've been looking for like a red football kind of boy t-shirt for a while because I have a really cute pink skirt and I've been wanting to like lean into that like boy meets girl. I don't know if that's the best way to say it, but you know what I mean. That is a Pringles logo on it. Hopefully if I wear this, maybe Pringles will want to reach out to me and work with me, which would be very fun, and hopefully then they'll bring back the vegan version of the barbecue Pringles. That would be nice. Now, there's two more things. First last thing, these boots. Now I tried on these boots in the shop and thought they were £20 and was like, Christ, that's a lot of money to pay for shoes. But another thing I've been looking for is like a brown boot. I've been like really leaning into browns recently, and I don't have any sort of brown shoe. So anyway, they were £12.50 in the end. I completely misread the sign. Love, love, love. And then finally, if you've been following me for more than 4 or 5 months, you'll know that jackets are my thing. I would say that my flatmate Katie, her thing is dungarees. Jackets are mine. Yes, I have too many. Can I stop? No. I found this gorgeous vintage pink jacket, and pink is actually not my colour really, but this is just the most gorgeous jacket. Look at that colour. Obviously not with the outfit I'm wearing really, it's a very different vibe. Kind of Barbie pink, but like if I was wearing all black and I just had this over the top, I'm obsessed. I think I've done so well. I just had a spring in my step all day. And yes, I spent potentially too much money here, but I had fun. Side note, picked up some cream cheese and some Biscoff biscuits. So we are gonna make the cheesecake I spoke about in my last video. So I'm gonna change, decompress, and then we're gonna make a cheesecake. Officially time to make cheesecake. I've had a lay down for quite a long time, to be honest. I've been laying for the past like 3 hours. This is the easiest cheesecake I've ever made. It's literally 4-5 ingredients total. Oh fuck, just 2, but it's 40, come on. I've only got this massive tin, so it means that this cheesecake, despite being very delicious, is really thin. This is the loud one. Oh, Dad. How's everyone been? I feel very good. I feel very like happy and excited. I don't know, just like I feel like this like 4 months off YouTube has like rejuvenated my soul with it. I will say the one thing that I have noticed coming back, if you know and you've been watching me throughout all of my life phases, I guess, I struggled really badly 2 years ago now. Time is flying, it's kind of terrifying. Yeah, so I suffered really badly with something called BDD. Suffered, you know. I basically developed a lot of dysmorphia around, my reflection, and particularly my face, which obviously I've said this before, but if you spend a lot of time looking at your reflection, it can be very triggering to that. And one of the like key sort of symptoms I was having was overly looking at myself. I still obviously suffer with that, but it's got so much better, as I've said so many times before. But the one thing that is, I guess, a trigger to it can be me sort of editing back these YouTube videos of myself whilst I'm sort of in a negative headspace, really. That wasn't really the reason I stopped creating content, but it was something I noticed coming back. I don't like to put this negative energy into the world, but I also don't like to be dishonest. Unfortunately, sometimes my brain just has negative energy and I try to work through that. And sometimes I work through that with you in the hope that you can also work through it as well if it's something that you're going through. Anyway, it's not every time, as I said, whereas it used to be every time I looked at my reflection, or every time I looked in the mirror, or every time I edited a YouTube video, it would sort of but now it's just if I'm in a particularly bad mood. So with that being said, I've been in quite a good mood. This is all the ingredients that go in this cheesecake. Delicious. But yeah, this not to be naggy, I just wanted a little bit more context onto why it's not really why I left YouTube. The main reason why I left was because I think I was just sort of like, I left YouTube, I didn't post for 4 months, but I basically just burnt out. To be honest, I burnt out. And then the thing is, when my brain works in a way, and I'm sure many of you do, when really simple tasks can become really difficult if I put them off. Calling the doctor, for example, going to the dentist. I haven't gone to the dentist in 7 years. That's for amalgamation of issues, but like I just have an inability to like, you know, do it. So basically, like I was like, oh yeah, I need to film a YouTube video. Oh no, I need to post, I need to do this. And as I said, I filmed so many freaking YouTube videos over the course of the last 4 months. Did I post anything? No. So if you want to take anything from that random ass ramble I just said, it's never too late, I guess, to do something if you want to do it, or to restart something, or to like try a new hobby or get creative. And also, it doesn't have to be perfect. The amount of new hobbies I'm starting recently, the amount of, sometimes I say things and I'm like, I think I just speak in a very exaggerated tone. I've started doing a few more things recently, and I want to start doing a few more like creative things. The pressure of being like, of all of these things being perfect really always gets to me. I'm trying to train myself out of that, and I think I have been doing, you know, relatively well with that. If you're not perfect at it, it's only, well, my latte art is a good example. I get really frustrated when I'm not good at something first time round. Everything requires a bit of learning, or a little patience, a little time. I'm actually gonna put this in here because I think that's a better idea. Anything, if my attempt at latte art is anything to show you, it's that I'm getting so much more joy from the fact that I wasn't good. I'm still not good, I will say, but the fact that I wasn't at all great at the beginning of starting to do latte art to where I am now, I guess. Things take time, and it doesn't matter if you suck at something. What matters is that you enjoy it and you stick with it. You don't even have to get better at it if you don't want to, do you know what I mean? It just tastes so fucking good. I can't explain it. Anyway, how's everyone feeling about Valentine's Day? I'm a little bit worried. Kind of, to me, looks a little bit like it's separating. Now I'm gonna put it in the fridge, and we will come back to it later and it will be done. I truly don't know what I did, because last time I made this, it did not come out this flat. I promise the recipe is good. I think I put it in a pan that's way too big. I'm gonna have my cheesecake, and I'm gonna play Stardew Valley. Hi, Sam Sam! And it's gonna be a very lovely evening.